Kansas City. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow. Right side.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
15.
Again, it's Pacheco. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Yellow.
Pacheco is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they finally get their chance on offense, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
A give right side for Pacheco. Down inside the 40.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete to Rasheed Rice. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. This 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
On the move to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. He's got room past the 30, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make...
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Pacheco headed right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. The turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. After a rare scoreless 1st half, these teams now just looking for something as the 2nd half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a scoreless 1st half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the 2nd half.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Hey, 43, 43.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he is caught. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Down at the 25.
Hey, we're good,
Second down and 8.
Easy. Right.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
Yellow.
And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by P-Ryan. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. They run it with P-Ryan on first down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We're back now in KC. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. P-Ryan is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run here with Pacheco. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
Yellow.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Well, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis.